count, and also how to really speak the language. Please mute yourself. I keep hearing background noise. Holly, I think that's from you. Thank you. So it's 8:03 now. We'll give it a couple more minutes. So far, I have about 20 people on this call. Oh, yeah. So there'll be more because we're building a lot of different teams. We have people in Houston, we have people in New York, San Antonio, we have people in Florida, just everywhere now. And it's really happening. We've been able to get the AI working and really making it easy for all of you to be able to go through this process and talk to businesses and be able to get them enrolled. But there are a lot of you guys out there that do not fully understand this, and you are communicating it incorrectly to a lot of business owners, and they've been getting some backlash on it because now they're thinking we're coming in to offer them health insurance. They're thinking that we're coming in to give them, or interfere with whatever they're having right now. And most importantly, when we deal with companies over 50 employees, they have an HR, and the HR have no understanding of what the heck we are talking about. And sometimes the agents, our consultants, are not saying the right things to be able to ease them on, uh, on their understanding. And of course, whenever we register a business, we always offer a Zoom call for the employers to get on, or their HR, so that we can really explain it to them. Because it's either me or Corey, our specialist, to be able to explain that to them. Sometimes, as the consultant, you guys may not know as much as you need to in order to really, give them that peace of mind that we're doing something to benefit their business instead of interfering with what they have, or changing what they have currently. And I could tell you, as a health insurance agency, I do benefits for a lot of businesses, and I have over 100 agents working as part of my agency. And one thing I've learned about the insurance business is, when you go into any business and you talk to them about what you offer, regardless of what you offer, the first thing you have to put them at ease is the fact is that you're coming in to help them with something, and more importantly, not changing one thing they're doing currently. And that's something that we have to offer. We're not coming in to sell them health insurance. We're not coming in to sell them life insurance. We're not coming in to sell them anything. The first thing that I always tell businesses is, you know what? I'm here to help small businesses like yourself when it comes to offering additional benefits to your employees. But more importantly, it's no net cost to you. So from with this process from beginning to end, you will never have to write me a check. You would not have to change anything you're doing, but you're going to have benefits to help your employees. You're going to be able to lower your payroll taxes. And this is a government program that can help your business. And a lot of time people don't understand government programs. Sometimes I use the analogy like the PPP loans when during COVID, when a lot of businesses apply for the bailout and they didn't have to pay it back. So if a business have signed up for that, they can understand that there are government programs out there that do offer a lot of these benefits to be able to help them, and they don't pay anything. So sometimes you may have to use that as an analogy, or a similar, just ask them, do you know about the PPP loans? And if you do, that's a government program that help your business, and you never had to pay anything. And that will put them at ease when you come into a business, just let them know that you're there to help them, and they don't have to write you a check for anything. Right there and then, that's when they'll be willing to listen to you. But I have certain people that our consultants that come out. Yeah, we have all this free insurance for you that can help your business. The minute you mention the word insurance, guess what? Everybody wants to run away. Everybody thinks that they got to pay for it. Everybody thinks that you're coming in to change something. And if you come in with that, let's say in that way, you're not going to get the account. They're going to say, well, you know what? I have something already, or I don't need anything. And that's not how you approach this. And I will be discussing all of this on with today's training. All right, it's 8:08. I think we should begin. If there's more people joining in, then I guess they will join whenever they can. So, first, I see a lot of new people on here. I want to introduce myself. My name is Bobby Lee, not Alan Wu. I know you see the picture as the host is Alan Wu, which is my partner. He's the president of the company, and I am the vice president. Alan handles on the lending part. I handle on the Smurf. I am the lead on the Smurf program, and my I guess, yeah, you can say my other business. I have a health insurance agency, and I have over 100 agents, and I've been in the benefits and insurance space for over 20 years. So when Alan approached me with this, I just thought it was a great thing, because the Smurf program is something that we can definitely help a lot of businesses when it comes to giving their employees more benefits. And the beautiful part is that it's zero cost to the business owner, and it doesn't impact the take-home pay for the employees. And I know a lot of time when you say things like that, it almost sounds too good to be true. But we have a presentation that will show you all the tax code. Uh, okay, all the tax codes that would pretty much verify that this is a legal program. And you would probably have to show them things like that, especially with HR, because they want to make sure that what you're offering is right, because they don't want to make a mistake and say, hey, you know what, I don't even know what this is. And they end up making a mistake and they get fired. So we have all the documentation, we have all the presentations that we can supply for all of you to be able to talk to anybody that you sit in front of. All right, I'm going to share my screen now with the presentation. Okay. Let me see. Oh my God, we have a lot of people coming in today. Wow, great. This is great. Okay. Everybody see this screen with says new benefit offerings? Yes? Okay. All right. So there's certain people on here that are new to this. So this we're covering today the Smurf program, Smurf. So it's basically called the self-insured reimbursement medical reimbursement program. And it's a employer-sponsored workplace program that provides employees opportunity to upgrade their benefit package with certified wellness program while reducing the employers' and employees' healthcare costs and expenditures. Um, okay, no. So this here is a program that's part of the Affordable Care Act, and it's also integrated with the 105, 125 tax code, which is the cafeteria plan. And of course, it is a compliant with the IRS. It's also so these are some of the tax code here: the 105, 213D, 125 capture plan. So it's IRS compliant, and it's also ACA compliant. And that's why it makes it legal for us to be able to put this together for businesses. Now, in order to qualify for the program, you have to be a W-2 employee. The business have to have a W-2 minimum 3 employees. They have to have a qualified health plan. If not, we can put in a MEC plan, which is a minimum essential coverage, utilizing their payroll taxes to pay for it. And the employees have to be 30 hours a week, which is full-time. Now, in the event that they are part-time, they have to make over $26,000 a year to qualify. So that's the program eligibility. 1099s don't qualify for this. No, this one you don't need to see. This one, nope. So this program here offers a lot of care wellness program. Let me see. Hold on. So it offers telehealth, virtual visits where you can call and meet with a doctor 24/7, and they can give you a prescription for let's say you have the flu or a stomach virus, whatever it is. You have a 24-hour telehealth. Also, it offers a diabetes and weight loss program. It also offers counseling services. Also a 24-hour live Mayo Clinic program, virtual recovery system. It has a lot of different programs. You can even call a dermatologist, a psychiatrist, psychologist. Once we set up this program for them. Now, the program will utilize the payroll taxes to pay for the insurance. So when we get a proposal, we basically will hold on. I'm sorry. We would have the amount that an employee can use. And in this example here, for $150 a month that they can use, they can buy disability, short-term disability insurance. What is that? Basically, if they are injured on the job and they have to leave, the short-term disability will pay for their income for 6 months. They can get critical illness with cancer. They can get hospital indemnity plan. What does that mean? If somebody ends up in the hospital, they will get a $750 check within if they enter hospital, and if they enter the hospital and they stay there, it's $100 a day. So this is basically a supplemental insurance. It's not comprehensive. It's not your regular health insurance. Okay, so keep that in mind. We're not selling regular health insurance. We're not the ones with the deductible, with the co-pays, the Obamacares, the group health. We're not selling that. This is supplemental. Let's say, for example, if somebody buys an accident coverage, so they get an accident, whether it's on or off the job, 24 hours, okay, 7 days a week. They end up in the hospital. They're going to get $2,000 for the first 24-hour stay. What does that mean? They're going to get a check from the insurance company, a check, and they could do whatever they want with that. It doesn't mean they have to use that to pay the deductible that they have to pay or the hospital bill. They're going to get a check, okay? And then if they stay there an extra day, that's another $500. So these are fixed benefits, depending on what they get. And then, even with $150, they can get short-term disability, critical hospital accident, and also life insurance. And when we enroll a employee, we send them a link, they will have some questions like what's important to you: health insurance, dental, vision, life insurance. So once the employee answers those questions, the algorithm is going to give them a choice of couple plans and the prices, and then they can utilize whatever allotment. It could be $150, could be $200, could be $250. And remember, this benefit they can use for themselves or for their whole family, but they have that amount to spend. Okay. And with the life insurance, it's basically a guarantee issued whole life. Now, in the event that the employee leaves the company, guess what? Now they can take this with them, but the difference is now they have to pay for it out of pocket. Okay. So this page here is very important whenever we talk to a potential prospect, because this shows them what the products we have are and the average cost and what it covers. So this is the one pager that I want everybody to understand, to be able to use whenever you talk to a business. And this is just a census. I'll show you once I get into the EBS affiliate link, this template here, where whenever you get a business, you need 3 documentation from them once they're interested. Number 1, you need to fill out this census with the information. Number 2, you have the K1 report. And number 3, you need 2 months payroll. A lot of time, we get businesses where they use ADP paychecks. There's a way for them to let us be able to go in there for view only, and we can extract that information. And why do we need all this information? That's how we can calculate how much allotment each employee gets to come up with a proposal for the employer to see, sign, and then we utilize that information to enroll the employees. Here's a sample proposal. It shows that employee A, the gross tax savings 253. They have the monthly allotment of 173.20. So this here is a sample proposal that the owner of the business will see, and once they see that and they agree, they sign, and then once they sign, then we go ahead and enroll the employee. This page is also very important because it shows that here's a paycheck. Here's a bi-weekly from an employee that makes $15.96. Now, after taxes and everything, the employee makes $1,330.34. Now, with the wellness program, once they come in, they get a 519 deducted. As you can see, their taxes from 265.66 went down to 155.36, and then the amount is reimbursed back at the end, which makes their net take home pay the same. So you think about this. If the employee is getting the same amount, whether they have a wellness program or not, why wouldn't they add this extra benefit when they're not losing one single penny from their net pay? And this page here is also very important. This page shows the employer that we're coming into the business and not changing one thing they're doing, not changing the paycheck. The only thing we're changing, as you can see, is their taxes is a little bit lower, because now we're utilizing the tax dollars to pay for this program. So the owner is going to end up saving money in his payroll taxes. Okay. So that's pretty much how this program works. So when you have an employer, and they're interested, the client will submit the census, And then we, the census with all the paperwork, the K-1 and the payroll report for 2 months. And then we will provide them a proposal. They sign the proposal. And once they sign the proposal, then we give them instructions how to set it up. And then we will talk to the employees. We will enroll them. And we could do a video explaining how to do the enrollment. And once they enroll, then the payroll will take over and implement that in their paycheck. And then once they get paid, we get paid. It's really, really simple, and there's not any heavy lifting on their payroll department or on with their HR department. So please keep that in mind, because when you get into a business that has a HR, they are the gatekeeper, but they're also the ones that says, hey, if this is too much work for me, and if I don't understand this, I'm afraid to make a decision. And they would turn it down. And that's why I'm very adamant about how all of you talk to the business owner or even communicate with the HR. So today I'll show you, some frequently asked questions. So next, I'm gonna go through the how to register an affiliate account. All right, let me see. Let me share the screen. Okay. Let me get out of this. Let me go on. Uh, Give me 1 second. All right. So when you guys are a consultant with, let me take this out. When you are a consultant with Sequoia and you want to do the Smurf, you need to have a account with EBS.health. Okay. Yeah, this is an affiliate account, and you would need to sign up. I've sent out, I can send everybody the link to sign up with the affiliate account. And once you sign up, this is how it works. Okay. You just put your email, and this is how you log in. Once you put in your email, a link will be sent to your email address. Once that link is sent, okay, now I open my email and it says to log in. And now I log into my account. Now my landing page is a little bit different from you guys because I have the master account. And in this account, I can see all of the all of the consultants, all the other accounts. But the most important thing in this here is the marketing material. I want all of you, once you have this account, to go into the marketing material, because you can see everything in here with all the materials, how to complete the enrollment, how to, the employee registration. All of it is in here. Hold on. And then you would have things like here's summary benefits. So the marketing part is really important because you can utilize some of this stuff here. Like here, the $150, what it shows, what it pays. You can go into here and get the template for the hold on. Let me open this up. The template for the let me see, let's open. Here it is. This is the template. As you can, everybody can see the template. Yes, yes. So this here, we need all information. Their date of birth, all that stuff, Social Security, whether they're single, they have dependents, and the reason is they can utilize this for their whole family, not just for them. So this needs to be filled out. for us to come up with the proposal. Okay, so you can get the plan template on here. And then we have other stuff like, let me see.
Vélez,
Oh, what was
deja
that?
de ordenar en TikTok.
Can you mute yourself, please, whoever that was? This is the sales process. It shows you step by step on how everything goes. But go through the marketing, and you'll see everything. Like all this here, it shows you the different wellness program. You have virtual care. It shows you what the common conditions are, that you can call 24 hours just to get a prescription or get a doctor on the line. Here it shows you where you can get counseling, virtual counseling, psychologists, psychiatrists. This is part of the wellness program. And businesses love to see this is because people might not have to take off half a day or a day of work when they can just call a doctor and say, hey, I'm sick, I got the flu, and then they'll send you medication, and then maybe you can still go to work, whatever it is, but this is part of the program. So in here, you can see all of that. And when you come in to your URL, this is your landing page URL. You can actually send them this link to the employee, to the employer, and once they get on, they can register their company name and the email, and once they have the email, they will have their own account, and on their account, they're going to be able to see the progress, everything that's going on with their business. Okay. And then they can even see how many of their employees have logged in, and how many of the employees have joined the program. They can see all of that. They have their own link. And, we would have done this a long time ago, but I had to put a hold on it because we need to have the AI, and we were able to get the AI in to provide all of this for our employers, employees, and our consultants, because all of you would have your own link to be able to do all of this. And even if we go into training, there's a video to show you, or shows you how to log into the CRM. So everything is on this affiliate website. Okay, so all of you that's doing the SMER program, you need to register with this and have this, and you can even see all your clients. You can see all the deals that's going on, your direct, your non-direct deals, all of that. Your website would probably be a little different because I have the master one, so I have everything. If I click onto my all my people, I'm going to see how many deals they have and all that other stuff. But you will have something similar to that. Okay. Now that's done. Now I want to cover what to say, what not to say. And I know a lot of you guys out there are not, how would I say, you guys are not insurance agents. So sometimes this could be very confusing. It might not be, you might not know what to say, what not to say. All right, so I'm going to, let me, all right, can anybody, what do you guys see on right now? Do you see a screen that says premium? No? Okay. Let me see.
It says types.
Okay. How about now? You see a slide that says premium? Yes, no?
It says break it down.
All right. So we're at the right place. Hold on. Okay, so I want to cover regular health insurance so you guys can understand what this is and why it's not regular insurance. Okay, so whenever you buy health insurance, whether it's from Obamacare or group health, You have to pay a premium every month. Whether the employer pays 50% or you have Obamacare and the government gives you a tax subsidy, you have your premium. Once you buy your plan, there's a deductible. What is that deductible? A deductible is when you end up in the hospital, you got to pay, say, $3,000. And then after that, you have to pay a co-insurance, whether it's usually 80-20, 70-30. And if you on your plan, if you go to the doctors, you might have to pay a copay. Sometimes you do an x-ray, you may have to pay a copay. Is everybody with me? Okay. So this is regular health insurance. And in the regular health insurance, there's always a max out of pocket. I mean, if you have Obamacare, a lot of these max out of pockets are ridiculous, like 15,000, 8,000, all of that. So this is regular health insurance, and this is what regular health insurance has. Every plan has the 5 of these things. And that's what we call comprehensive health insurance. The SMRF program is not comprehensive health insurance. So you guys got to understand that. Okay? Now, when you get regular health insurance, you have PPO, HMO, sometimes some companies, group health might have a HRA, HSA plan. And what the HMO and the PPO is basically a network. A network meaning you can only go to doctors that are part of that network. All right, so that's regular health insurance. And I want to make it very simple. So I'm going to show you a scenario. John Smith has a health insurance policy, pays $400 a month, has a deductible of $3,000, co-insurance of 80-20, meaning after he pays the deductible, whatever the bill is, he has to pay 20%. The insurance company will pay 80%. Now, his max out of pocket is only $6,000. What is the max out of pocket? It means that in 1 year, the money he has to put out, whether it's a deductible or copay, can never be more than $6,000. The minute he puts out a pocket for $6,000, the insurance company will pick up the rest of the bill. So now I'm going to give you an example of how that works. Now, John has an accident and he went to the hospital for 2 days. His bill is $50,000. Now, let's break it down. The cost of the accident, because he was in the hospital for 2 days, is $50,000. And because his deductible is $3,000, he's got to pay that first before anything happens, which will leave him $47,000 as his bill. Now, the plan says that he has to pay 20% of that $47,000, which is the equivalent of $9,400. But wait a minute. His max out of pocket, meaning the maximum amount of money he puts out in a year, can never be more than $6,000. So because he paid $3,000 deductible already, now, in order to meet his max out of pocket of $6,000, he just needs to put out $3,000. So for this $50,000 bill, because he has this comprehensive health insurance, his out of pocket for this bill is only $6,000. Now, everybody with me? Now, I meet the employer that John has, and now I'm going to come in and put the SMRF program in for him. And because John chose the accidental plan, remember I showed you earlier that if he got in an accident, the plan will pay him $2,000 plus $500 per day if he stays in the hospital. You guys remember that? For those that pay attention? Now, I just put in the SMRF program. He has an accidental plan. I'm not even counting the fact that he may have a hospital indemnity plan. Now, because that he has that accident, it still costs him $50,000. He still has to pay the deductible of $3,000, and his max out of pocket is $6,000. But because he has the Smurf program with our supplemental accidental insurance, we gave him $2,500 in his pockets. He can utilize that to pay for some of the deductible or the max out of pocket that he's responsible for. And guess what? John just has to pay for $3,500 because he got a check from whatever insurance carrier that offered that supplemental plan. So what did we do for John? We gave him $2,500 because he got in an accident. Now, if he bought the hospital indemnity, that would have paid him another $1,000, which would bring down his costs to another $1,000. Now you guys gotta understand what we offer is supplemental benefits, not regular health insurance. Do you think this example helps? Yes? Okay. I'm gonna stop right here and open up for some questions. Okay. So please, anybody have a question, unmute yourself or raise your hands, and please ask your question. Okay. Gonzalez, raise your hand, please. Speak. You gotta unmute yourself.
In the beginning of the presentation, you mentioned that they had to have 3 minimum employees with
Yes.
a W-2, and you mentioned something about 30 hours a week and over 6,000. Would you mind to repeat that?
Okay. We want to find businesses with minimum three W-2 employees. They have to be full-time, 30 hours a week. Now, if they don't make the full 30 hours, as long as they make over 26,000, that's another criteria, a year, they will still qualify. Okay? Does that answer your question, ma'am?
What about if they do have 30 hours a week, but they do not make the 26 a year?
Won't qualify.
They will not?
Qualify, no.
Okay.
Now, another caveat to this is if the employee qualifies, but the employee has Obamacare, they won't qualify for this. And the reason is both of the Obamacare, which is the Affordable Care Act, and this program is a government program. And if the employee is getting a subsidy for Obamacare to pay for their premium, they cannot utilize their taxes, payroll taxes, to pay for this. That would mean that it's a double dip. They can't use the same government program to pay for both, because this is also part of the Affordable Care Act. So for those people that have Obamacare, I wouldn't even touch their insurance because they have comprehensive insurance. Now, in the event that the person has Obamacare, but they're paying full price for it, then they would qualify because they're not getting tax subsidy from the government. So now they can use the payroll taxes to pay for this. So keep that in mind, because a lot of businesses, and when you approach a business, you want to approach a business with low turnover. What does that mean? If I go into a hair salon, nail salon, a lot of time, or even restaurants, a lot of time those people work there for 3 months and they jump to another job. And it's very hard for us to figure out the allotment because their pay changes so much, and the fact that they don't stay long enough. So you want to go into a business where you know the employees are there for a period of time. That's why when we see 2 months payroll and we see the consistency, we can figure out the allotment. And I know a lot of nail salons, but there's certain nail salons that employees work there for 10 years or more. And yes, that would probably qualify. But if you were to go in a restaurant where the servers, even though they get W-2, they float. I mean, the turnover rate is so high that it's not feasible for you even put this in for them. Now, the most important other part to this is when you set up an account for them, all you need to do is set up once. Our company would take care of the rest every year, and you get paid residual every month for that. All right. So it's not like Obamacare where you do it and then next year somebody steal your customer. No, that's your account. Nobody can steal it. All right. Any other questions?
Okay, just to finalize my question. So 30 hours a week, minimum 3 employees, and they had, or the other caveat is over 26,000 a year.
Yes, correct.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Yes, Bobby.
Yes,
Yeah, this is Kyle.
that's Kyle.
Okay. The first question is, as I said, we talked about the last week. The client said they not be asked whatever they want to ask some of the insurance company. You say that just tell them But as today, the same thing happened. They say, oh, HRA is similar to the ISRP, whatever.
Kyle, let me say this. HR right now, the company you're talking to, they are thinking that we're offering a similar program to what they have. Okay. And that's why when you register a company, we always offer the Zoom call with their HR and the employer to let them know that this is not a HSA program. This is not regular comprehensive. This is just additional supplemental benefits that does
I
interfere with whatever they have. And
I understand. But for the client side, they don't understand.
that's why
But
I want you to set up a Zoom call for us to
okay,
explain to them.
that's next step we to do it.
Yes,
But
that's
before next step, they not believe it, how they to come to us to get a Zoom meeting. This is my question, right?
so
So we need some word to send to them to let them to understand. Oh, because they are the client. We understand each other. We understand, oh, this is good plan, whatever. But they say no good. This plan is no good. Before we get a Zoom meeting, we need something let them understand and let them trust. And then they can come with us to get a Zoom meeting.
Kyle, let me have me let me contact them. Let me talk to them. If they really want to understand this, let me communicate that with them because you've been communicating with them, and I've been communicating through you. So there's a disconnect there. If I can get in touch with the HR in some way, I can really explain all of this for them.
Yeah.
We
This
can.
lady, I transfer a message to you is the HR. The boss is my friend,
I
but they should believe listen to their employee first, and then friend is friend.
Kyle,
But
let me be able to talk to the HR personally. That's why you guys have us. You have me, you have Corey, you have all of us to be able to talk to them. But that's going to be the next thing that I'm going to show you guys.
okay.
Okay. But let me answer another question. Miss Margaret, please, what question do you have? Please unmute yourself.
I have two questions. Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, when I talk to the prospects and they want me to provide some successful cases, they got approved for this program in Los Angeles County. And I don't know, the company has some kind of like a documentation or something I can show it to them, say, okay, this company or that company, they got approved. And second, earlier you mentioned ask us to register at ebs.health website, and it's give me the information. It's like are we supposed to go for register as a business owner first?
Correct. Correct. As a business owner.
So it would be
So
the EBS.health without login. If put in login, we don't have, we have to go through the registration first.
you the affiliate link. Okay.
Affiliate link.
You got to go through the affiliate link. You register, and then they'll send you a contract to sign, and they will verify that you're an agent with Sequoia. And once all that's done, you will have your account. You have to go through the affiliate link. I can send you that.
So it would be became a partner, join affiliate program.
Yes, you will
Okay.
be an affiliate, as a Sequoia consultant and affiliate with EBS Health. That's the company that help us do all the enrollment.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Work,
I have one question.
yes.
Bobby, I know that for the employee side, they deduct from the FICA. Let's say have 1,220, right? They will save about $200 for the supplementary, the insurance. But what about 600 from the employee? How they deduct from the FICA?
I don't know if I understand your question, but the way that it's done is that they deduct the money and then they reimburse it back at the end. Remember, this is a reimbursement program. And if you go through the paycheck, you see that they deducted one end and then they reimbursed it back. So in reality, we're not changing anything they're doing, and the amount is really depending on how much income they make. Then then our people figure out what that deduction will look like.
I'm not talking about the amount. I'm talking about the $630 per year deduct from the
So that's a savings. That is a average savings per employee on
from where? From where? I needed to know from where.
from the payroll. The example I showed you was like 256. That was their taxes that they paid, and then after the wellness program, they were only paying $111 taxes or something like that. So their taxes, their payroll taxes, have lowered because we deducted pre-tax and reimbursed it after tax. So their payroll taxes are lower and it reflect in the payroll. I'm not an accountant, but we are allowed to say that that's how much they will save is $630 per employee.
I see the four you just sold there, and for the FICA deduct from the employee side, let's say you have number over there 4,058, and then the government allow for 1,220, the not go to pay the FICA, and the employee save with 202 to buy the supplementary. I know this kind phone over there, but I don't know the 630. Do you have any phone to sell like as this phone you just sold that? I never saw that.
Okay, that's the average savings per employee based on their payroll deduction. I can ask my people to see how we can show that for you, but I just don't have it on here today right now.
Okay, the better I can see that because I see that a lot during the week. I look at all of the information. I see the employee side FICA deductible, but from the employee 630, I didn't see any like this form.
You compare the left side taxes to the right side taxes, you can see that their taxes have lowered.
Yeah, I understand, but when we talk to the client, we can show the employee side, but we cannot show what the 630 come from, right? We cannot show that. The better we can show the form. and
Okay,
we
well,
can.
I can work with you on that, and I'll talk to them to get that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Another thing, one more thing. We talking about we not change any of the whatever the 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 group insurance the employee has. Let's say they have normally they have medical group insurance, they have vision, they have dental, right? So for our the extra for the employee the insurance we have, maybe we add the saving from the FICA, we add for, like, for example, short-term life insurance and short-term or long-term disability, right? So we just added those kinds that we don't change any, like
No,
group health insurance, vision,
we don't
and
change anything they have
dental.
to
Yeah,
their benefits.
yeah, we don't touch any from there, right?
Correct. We don't touch anything they
Okay,
have.
I just making sure,
Okay.
you know,
All right.
that
I'm going to take one more question. I'm going to go to the next segment.
okay.
Margaret, I have one
Thank
more
you.
question.
What if their current health insurance is Medicare or Medical? Are they qualified?
If they have Medicare through work, or is it they have Medicare individually?
Through work.
Well, through work, it doesn't matter what they have. We just add to what they have. But if they have Medi-Cal, that's not part of group health.
Um, because some company after reach of age of 65,
Yes,
then they would require the employee enrolled in Medicare.
Medicare, not Medi-Cal. Medi-Cal.
Yeah, but some people they have disability would be in Medical. And some employee after 65, the Medicare would be primary and the company would be secondary. So I'm asking if situation like this, are they still qualified?
Yes, they would still qualify. Okay. So,
Okay.
so let me go to the next.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, these are frequently asked questions. Okay. Oh, this is a typo. Hold on. So basically, what do we offer? We offer a SMRF self-insured medical reimbursement plan, and WIMPR, which is the Wellness Integrated Medical Expense Reimbursement Program. And I don't know why it keeps doing that. It offers a wellness integrated cafeteria plan, which is the 125 plan, which allows employers to reimburse their employees for medical expenses rather than paying premiums to insurance carrier on the company's behalf. The WIMPR is the benefit strategy that offers a participatory preventive care management program that qualify as a medical expense and is reimbursable. This is what we offer. I'm sorry for the typo with the offer. I don't know why they took it out. But this is what we offer. I don't need to say that we offer health insurance or anything like that. These are basically a supplemental, a cafeteria plan. It's a reimbursement plan. Okay. So I don't want anybody to go out there and say, hey, yeah, we're going to offer you more free health insurance, life insurance, and all that stuff. This is what you should be saying. Now, how do I qualify for the program? I mentioned before, must be W-2 employees, and we like to do business with 3 employees or more because they can see there's a little bit of the savings. They must have a health insurance health plan. If not, we can put together a MEC plan for them, a minimum essential coverage plan in place where we use the tax from the payroll to pay for it. So that's how they would qualify. Now, what are the benefits for the employer? Saves $630 annually in payroll taxes, 30% reduction in workers' comp costs while keeping their broker and policy in place. We're not messing with anything they have, okay? Of course, they're going to have employee retention by offering extra benefits, and it's no net cost to the employer. So the reason I put some of this together is this is what you need to say. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't say more than what you need to. Next, what are the benefits for the employees? Well, employees get access to benefit package with wellness app. And as you can see, all the wellness program that I have mentioned earlier today, they actually have an app where they can, go into and get any of those services anytime. They will have accident, dental, vision, hospital indemnity, critical illness insurance, and life insurance. On that one pager that I showed you guys, what $150 can get them. And then there's no impact on their take-home pay. Now, how does this affect my HR and payroll? Well, it's minimal effort required. I don't know why this thing took all the F's out. I'm sorry. And then it integrates seamlessly with their payroll because we just put into their payroll, and it just basically the system will take care of it every single month. And we have a dedicated client service. Once the employee has enrolled, they actually have their own link. They will see the plans that they enroll in. They can see the customer support, everything on there, and they can do everything even on the app. And there's a minimal lifting for the HR and payroll, and it's maximum impact for the employee. Now, will this interfere with my current health insurance? No, this is a supplemental. This will supplement the health insurance that they currently have. It will give extra benefits to employees to use in conjunction with current comprehensive health insurance policies. Okay, so this is how you should answer these questions so they can see that you're not coming in to change anything they have. Can my accountant set this up for me? No. Why? Because he or she doesn't sell supplemental health or life insurance, or is he or she appointed with insurance carriers to set this program up? Because a lot of time when you mention that, yeah, this is IRS compliant, they think, oh yeah, my accountant should know about this. Not necessarily. They might know about the program, but they don't know how to set it up. They're not appointed with all the carriers. They don't know about all these supplemental products. So, that's what you should tell them. Now, is this regular health insurance? Let me see. Wait, is this regular health insurance? I explained to you guys earlier. No, this is supplemental health insurance and fixed indemnity plans. It works alongside with comprehensive health insurance benefits, and they are cafeteria 125 plans. Do I have to change my current health insurance agent? No, because we are not offering regular health insurance. We will not interfere with what your health insurance agent is selling. A lot of time when you come in and then they call the insurance agent, say, hey, somebody just called me and say they can offer this, the insurance agent will say automatically, oh no, it's a scam, don't do this and that. So you want to be able to tell them, hey, I'm not coming in to replace your insurance agent. I'm not here to make your HR department do all this work. All I'm here to do is to, number one, let you know that this program does exist. I want to see if you qualify for the program to be able to get all these extra benefits for your employees at no net cost to you and no impact on the employee's pay. That's it. That's all you have to say. Does my HR department have to do a lot of heavy lifting? No, because we would do all the work once it is set up. And once we get all the paperwork needed, which is the K-1, 2 months payroll, and the census, the HR department doesn't have to do anything. After we enroll the employees, we will take care of everything at the back end. Our AI has set up where they have their own link. Even during the process, the employer can see the whole process, what stage it's at. They can see how many of their employees have enrolled already. They can see all of that through the whole process. And that's where the AI comes in. That's how we are different from a lot of other companies out there that are trying to do this. That's how we are above everybody else. Now, how is this no net cost to the business owner? Well, the program uses payroll taxes to pay for the premium. Very simple. And this will allow for no net cost to the employer, no impact for the employer's take-home pay. Okay, what do I need to provide to get started? Again, fill out the employee census, which you will send to them. And then we would need 2 months payroll report. And we would also need for them to provide us with the K-1 report. Those are the 3 documents. Now, how does the whole process work? So you want to be able to ease their minds to see that it's not a lengthy process or a hard process. So you would let them know first, the employer or consultant, which you can register the account with EBS Health, and once it's set up, if needed, we can set up a Zoom call with their employer or HR to provide more information and a better understanding of the program, and we will walk the employer through the whole process. Next, the employer or HR provides the necessary paperwork to create a proposal. EBS Health will provide the proposal with the monthly allotments for all the employees for the employer to view. I showed that at the beginning in the presentation. And then the employer signs the proposal, we enroll the employees, and the benefits will reflect on the next payroll date. That's the whole process, folks. And these are the most frequently asked questions. And basically, that's it. We got to keep it simple. This is not complicated. I know a lot of people, when we try to sell, we try to make it sound so fancy that we confuse everybody. And when they come back with other things, then, we try to overcome it by talk about insurance. It's not insurance. Number one, we're not coming in, not changing anything they're doing. We're offering them extra benefits that they don't have already. And it's not net cost to the owner, no net cost to the employee. That's it. If you need more information, please, let us know. We can send you the information. We have videos that we can send to them, and we can even set up a Zoom call if they want to understand more. So that's what I have for you guys today. I'll open up to some questions. It's 9:04 now, so it's a little bit over the time. Anybody have any questions? Let me,
Yeah, this is Joe. Can you hear me?
yes, Joe, go ahead.
Yeah. Is there any time limit or on the length of employment?